Okay, in the last video we looked at the relationship between the temperature in Fahrenheit and Celsius, and we came up with an equation of the form y equals mx plus b, where b was not equal to 0. So what we want to do is simplify this equation so it looked like the equation for density. That is, we noticed that we had m equals d over v. So if I know the density, I can simply multiply the volume to get the mass, or I could divide the mass by the density to get the volume. This is a far more complicated equation. So we're going to ask ourselves the question, at what temperature do these two scales converge? So I could say at what temperature T is TF equal to TC. So now I'm going to simplify my math here and divide these both by 20. So 180 divided by 20 is 9, and 100 divided by 20 is fifths. So 9/5 is the same ratio as 180 over 100, TC plus 32. Now, this is the larger number, so I'm going to bring the 32 over here, and I have a minus 32 is equal to, now I have TC. Actually, I don't need the C here because I'm calling this the same temperature. At what temperature does TC equal TF? So I have 9/5 minus, now 1 is 5/5, so if I bring that over here, which is equal to 4/5 T. Now I solve for T, so T is equal to minus 32 times 5 divided by 4. Okay, now 32 divided by 4 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40, so this is minus 40. So at minus 40, the two temperature scales converge. So what I'm going to simply do is change this offset from 32 back to 0 by adding 40. So we have three basic rules to what I call the plus 40 minus 40 technique. Step 1, you add 40 to the number. Okay? When you add 40 to minus 40, now the scales converge at 0, and I now just have a ratio. Now if I'm going from step 2, we have two possibilities. If I'm going from TF to TC, I divide by 1.8. That is the slope. 180 over 100 is 1.8, because when I go from Fahrenheit to Celsius, the number gets smaller. If I am going from TC to TF, I multiply by 1.8, because when I go from Celsius to Fahrenheit, the numbers get larger. Now, I had added 40 in order to make this equal to 0, so in the third step, I subtract 40. Now, in the next video, I will show you how to make some conversions from Celsius to Fahrenheit or Fahrenheit to Celsius, and also Kelvin, using the plus 40 minus 40 technique.